Hello guys, this is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Now I'm here to talk about this thing. Yep, I said it. Thing. He's a thing. This man has absolutely no couth, no respect for no one when he gets going. He'll say anything that comes to mind, anything that's on his mind, anything, you know what I mean? He has no filter. And people like him are dangerous, that says anything at any time, at any moment, because that's his truth and that's his opinion. It's like, do you care about people's feelings? Like, you are barbaric to the point where you will say anything at any moment. What monster will have the nerve and the audacity to say mean and hurtful things about a person that just passed? Just got laid to rest. Even if this stuff is true, and I'm not saying that the things that he said is true or not, but I'm just saying, for the sake of this argument, even if they were true, like, why would you do this? Can her family grieve? Like, no one wants to hear a bunch of negative, nasty, disrespectful comments or commentary about someone that they just laid to rest, that they love. Nobody. So it's like he has absolutely no respect for the deceased, for the deceased family. And that's mean. That's deep-rooted, deep-seated, mean, evil, hurtful, don't give a F. And that's, something's wrong with him. I don't know, if his family accepted him being a I'm not even getting all off into that, because he is a part of the alphabet world, alphabet committee. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to speak on it. But I don't know if he's gay. I don't know if he's a transvestite, because he wears lipstick over his nappy, gross, itchy, scratchy beard. He wears lipstick and foundation and wigs and all that. And that's fine if that's what the man want to do. I don't care. Don't bother me with that mess. The LBGT stuff is not mess, but I'm saying don't come for me for that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying he looks a mess, regardless of what he go by. If he's straight, if he bi, whatever, he look a mess. Period. Now I don't care who he sleep with or what he want when he go to have sex, whatever. I don't care. That is not the point of the video. I'm just saying whatever he is, he looks a mess. But more importantly, though, he's problematic on so many levels, because everywhere this man goes, or whatever he considered himself as, let's just call him a thing. Everywhere this thing goes, it's a problem. This thing creates problems everywhere it goes. Everywhere. He just was on Fox Soul and got booted off of that. He says he left and all this stuff. Whatever. Who cares? You got fired. That's what I heard. And that's what I'm going to believe. And he went somewhere else for a hot minute. I can't, because I don't keep up with, because he doesn't have anything really going on. No more so than no other YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. Which is fine, which is great, but he is the one that has put himself on this pedestal like he's a little bit better or more than, or, just a little bit beyond or whatever, because you went off to Fox Soul. Dude, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a stepping stone to other bigger, better things, but that's why you keep coming right back to YouTube, because you have problems. He has problems, deep-seated, rooted problems within himself. He's a crab in a barrel type of mentality. That's what it seems like. If he can't get far, he don't want nobody to get far. And everything he touches turns to coal and dust, because he has issues. He's problematic and he's troubled, as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, he went to Fox Soul and immediately got canned. And then a venture prior to that, it was over. I don't even know what happened with that, but it was over. So it's a pattern. It's a pattern. Everything he touches and gets involved with ends up being a hot freaking mess because he's troubled and a problematic person. It's just that simple. You know, he goes on to things and start talking mess without any conscience, without any forethought, you know, because it's his truth and his opinion, and he can speak his opinion, which everyone can. But do you want to have some couth, some backbone, you know, respect people and their feelings? I mean, anybody who can talk about the dead in that way is garbage. Point blank in the period. I'll let you listen to, I didn't record the whole thing, but I'll let you listen to some of this nasty, vile mess that he had to say about KeKe. And it's like uncalled for. Then he had the nerve to say, I hope this doesn't mess up the relationship that I have with the Scotts. Forget the Scotts. This ain't got nothing to do with the Scotts. And why would you talking mess and nasty and dirty about a deceased woman, which happens to be their cousin, Tisha's cousin or whatever? Why would that mess up? Well, you know what? No, I'll take that back. It should mess up the relationship that you have with the Scotts. At least with Tisha. Because I would be like, you know what? That was uncalled for. Matter of fact, take it down. Because whatever issues that I had with my cousin, be it they were really, really, you know, they were really bad issues, really, you know, serious things that we had going on within our family that we never got resolved, and obviously we will never get resolved at this point. But that doesn't give you the right to go on, you know, a platform, regardless if it's your platform or not, and dog my cousin out. My cousin is, you know what now. And, you know, and I understand that's your opinion, but can you please take that down? Because that's mean. I don't appreciate it. My family doesn't appreciate it. You know, that's what she should be doing. That's exactly what her and or Miss Wanda should be saying to Funky Dineva. Because that was totally uncalled for and mean. And he will get his. He will get his karma for this type of behavior. With KeKe and with everyone that he said mean, vile things to. Or about. And then he comes back later when he gets all the backlash from the public and say, well, you guys came for me and I thought about it and, you know, I take it back. Whatever, man. You ain't got to take nothing back because you going to get yours. And you've been getting it. That's why everything you touch, you get burned from it. You get let go. You get dropped. You get fired because you ain't ish. But let's listen to a little bit of this mess.
God bless the dead. We gotta talk about KeKe from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So when the news broke that KeKe had passed, you know, I think a day or two went by. Nobody knew anything. No one knew anything. Then, you know, one of her friends or somebody close to her, in an effort to refute the fact that she overdosed, or in an effort to refute the rumors, not the fact, the rumors that she overdosed, said friend / person revealed that KeKe was found in her car running, unresponsive in the garage. Now, obviously, the woman hasn't even been deceased for a week yet. You know, everybody's trying to be relatively respectful and not write presumptuous things on the internet because the family has to see it. But each and every one of y'all would be a doggone lie if the moment y'all didn't hear found unresponsive in car in enclosed garage. Died from CO2 poisoning that we did not think suicide, all right? That we did not think suicide. That was, and then the friend tried to dress it up, talking about, you know, she had a reputation. She had a reputation for going to sleep everywhere. And I'm like, girl, listen, as much people as we know, and as much as some of us don't drink and drive, the hardest part is driving home. At the point in which you you got in the car, pulled it in the garage, let the garage down, and you fall asleep at that point. They said the car wasn't running well. Had it been running or had it not been running, if she died from CO2, it was running at some point. So maybe it ran out of gas. Okay? Nevertheless, and I'm not trying to be funny because y'all know I love the Scotts and I love Wanda, but my relationship aside, if I did not know these people, okay, my thoughts would still be, it sounds like she offed herself in that doggone car. Okay? And it didn't make it any better. It didn't make it any better that her uncle then got on and said, they don't want anyone from the cast at the funeral, and saying that the way they treated her and the way they isolated her left her mentally unstable and yada, 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 and she was broken and so on and so forth. And then, basically alluding to the fact that the stress and the drama and all of that from the show is what drove her off the deep end. I'm going to tell you something, okay? And I hope that this doesn't come back to affect the relationship that I do have with the people over there. But I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to say it out loud. I don't feel no ways tired about Keke. I don't feel no ways tired. I don't feel no ways tired about any mental anguish that she experienced as a result of being on that show. And here is why. Because it's not like, she was originally casted on the show and then all of this accidental stuff happened to her. No. Your cousin was on that show, minding her doggone business, doing her doggone thing. You wanted to be in the mix so bad that you were willing to even cross your cousin and go over there to the dark side. You went over there to the dark side, all right, and then you got to messing around over there, and they kicked your behind off the show after you were used and did your dirty work and your devilment.
All right, so that's enough of that. This man is he's disgusting. He's literally, utterly disgusting. What do you mean she went over to the dark side? So that means that, all the tea, supposedly, that Tisha and Wanda and them has gave him, their sides of the story. It means that he believes it, right? And not taking anyone else's point of view, because he hasn't talked to Mel, because Mel, I don't think, messes with him. It doesn't seem like he talked to Keke at any point. So all he has is the Scotts, Letitia and Wanda's point of view, which that's what he's listened to, he believes, and he's taken it and ran with it. Clearly, because he's talking about the dark side. And, you remember Tisha mentioned something about the dark side and Mel having a dark heart and a black heart and all this other mess. So you took one side of the story and just ran with it. That's how you know this man is sick. And, I don't believe in cancel culture, but, the people who love him and follow him, they should think twice or whatever, because, you can keep following him. Who cares? I don't care. But I know I don't, and I know I don't listen to him and never really have. But the point is, it speaks to his character. This does. It speaks to his character and who he is as a person. This mother effer don't give a F about the dead, to the point where he'll say mean, harsh, hurtful things. No, she doesn't hear it or whatever, but her family does. Her children does. And who gives a F if you feel no ways tired? That old mess you talking about, who cares if you don't care? You ain't nothing to her or her family. This man is sick. And, he dead to me as far as I'm concerned. You guys drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I am just outdone with this one. Bye.